Catch 'em all.
What's... I'm not even going to say it. We need a new intro, right? Like, the old intro is becoming too redundant. I mean, I say the same thing every time, and it probably gets so boring, and you guys probably are super annoyed by it. So we need something new. I don't know. But, I had an episode prepared for today, and this happened. We were in maintenance, so I don't even really get to... Well, I can still talk about the things that I want to talk about. But, first off, sorry, there was no upload yesterday. And I have to inform you guys, the uploads are going to slow down here pretty soon because, quite frankly, I'm bored of the game, you know? And you guys know that's a lie. Of course I'm not bored of the game, but you know that I am traveling. Tomorrow I am leaving town for about 5 days. So I have to pack tonight. I got to make this pretty quick, so sorry it's going to be a quick video, but yeah, I'm going to be out of town for a little bit, so the videos are going to kind of slow down just for the next 5 days. I had 3 boosters to open. I wanted to open those up. Now we don't get to because of maintenance. And there were some things I want to talk about. So good thing that I did capture a video earlier today while I was at work. Right here. Okay, so before we even... Okay, this is my deck right here. Alright, you remember when I said we were going to start... Well, hold on, before we even get to this, let's talk about... Because I wanted to talk about the things that were announced. Like the update that's going on right now. What is it? 4.0.8? Yesterday, or 2 days ago, we got an update or an announcement on 5.0. Right? We have those, the cube, the ingot, and the gold. And the purple thing around them. So we all assume it's going to be UX. How do you guys feel about that? I'm going to tell you my thoughts, and I would really love to hear your guys' thoughts. More gold. That's good. More experience. That's good as well. A UX cube, though? Like, why do we need a UX cube? I mean, most megas hit for 140, right? And unless you're running Mega Gengar, nobody's really running megas. And how many times are there going to be 2 megas on the field at the same time trying to attack each other? Never. I mean, I guess we're at a point in the game where DOA hits for 140. If you're Poke Fodder, your Lunala hits for 140. Okay, so I mean, I can kind of see they're enforcing us to use more megas by giving us this cube so we can up their attacks to 140 plus. But I mean, an evolved Sceptile hits for 150, so I don't know, man. How do you guys feel about that? The cube. I mean, I think it'd be cool. My rare Pikachu. I just want to get my rare Pikachu all the way up. So when I get an EX cube, I'm like, can I just use it on my Pikachu? Like, I just want to use it on my Pikachu. I think it'd be cool if we get this UX cube and we can use it to, like, it'd be +1 for a Mega, or +2 for an +2 for an EX, and then +3 for a rare. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. For 5.0, for them to release that, it's like, meh. There should be. I'm looking forward to more things in 5.0. So hopefully it's way more than, I mean, I definitely want to see more hotels, but I don't know. All right, okay, aside from that and the update that's going on right now, that's fixing for Bulu. It's fixing the Bulu. There was another thing with Solgaleo that I didn't even know about, and I think the other thing was the Mega Gengar. If Heatran attacks it and the Gengar's on the goal, Heatran, when he uses his ability, doesn't go back to the bench or something like that. I hardly knew what the fixes were. So if you guys have any more information about that, please let me know in the comments below. So 5.0, I mean, I want some more information. And like Pokefodder said in his video, it's probably not gonna be for a while, maybe not till January, February, but who knows. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk about, you guys saw earlier this month I wanted to test different decks, so I made a sleep deck. Now let's talk about figures for a minute. Let's talk about Tapu Koko. Let's talk about the errors of Pokemon Duel when it got really competitive and it just became completely the Deoxys and the Reuniclus, right? Then they started making counters for it. They completely eradicated Reuniclus, which I like, but I mean, now it's not in the game at all, so it's kind of, I don't know. But they brought the Phantom Energy, the Skorupi, the Phantom. They brought in all these things to neutralize the Deoxys, and nothing seemed to work. Finally, they brought in Malamar, and Malamar neutralized them completely, right? And then what do they do shortly after that? They bring Tapu Koko in, And Tapu Koko, part of his ability is if they're near, like 2 steps away, the sleep Pokemon are now awake. Like, what is the logic in that? It just further helps the Deoxys team. Like, it basically makes sleep decks irrelevant because Koko is in the meta. I really think they need to nerf Koko and not have that part of his ability to sleep, because it makes no sense. Like, why should an electric surge prevent you from falling asleep? Or, like, I don't know, man. It makes me sad because running a sleep deck is very difficult, because what you need to do in a sleep deck, and you're playing the meta, what do you have to do? You have to take out Koko. That is the most important thing, and Koko's hard to take out because he's either really aggressive or he plays defensive the whole time. And so that's my little 2 cents on that. And in regards to my sleep deck, because I really want to run the sleep deck because I have the level 10 Poliwag, level 10 Inkay, and yeah, we're just gonna jump in. Like, I only played one game, and it was today at work, and it was in a room match. Unfortunately, it wasn't in League because I wanted to save tonight to open up all the boosters, but yeah, we have maintenance. So without further ado, without ranting, it's already been 6 minutes. Let's just jump into this match, and I'm gonna show you what I did, and guess what I did? I played a Tapu Koko, and this player, unfortunately, he wasn't in 3K. The only room match I had time for, this was like during my 15-minute break, so I didn't even have time to search. This is the highest player I found. He was 2,900, I believe. But I mean, I thought, I saw the team and I was like, okay, it's got twins, he's got the Koko. Let's see what this sleep deck can do against it. And I think he went first. Yeah, it looks like my opponent's going first. So basically, on my deck, the only thing that can take out a Koko is the Malamar or the Gengar, and for some reason I decided to move my Malamar. See, I was debating between my Gengar and my Malamar, but for some reason, I don't know why, I was like, maybe I should move Malamar, and I did. And I was like, okay, now let's just hope he plays defensive, which my opponent, who's my opponent? Hey Brew. Yeah, I'm looking at his ability. It removes the sleep from condition. Like, why, bro? Like, why? But my opponent does the right play. Takes the entry point, DCs right into my Malamar, and I'm like, oh, this could be a game right here. And I'm like, oh, don't hit the quick attack. Nope, don't do it. Don't do it. You already know it's not going to happen because this video is already like going to be longer, right? Okay, so anyway, he doesn't hit it. And right here, I was thinking in my head, I was like, okay, in a sleep deck, since Koko is a meta, the object is to get rid of the Koko. And right there, I so badly wanted to DC and go after the Koko. But it's like, no, I'm going to try and make it a game. So my opponent follows up, brings up Sceptile. I decide that Darkrai, man, I wish Darkrai was better. But I wanted to show Darkrai some love, so I put him against the Sceptile. And next up, my opponent starts advancing with the Magikarp, which I think I agree, because like this, my team is not threatening whatsoever, and he basically gets a free evolution. And so here I'm starting to bring my Gengar closer to the goal because I want to eventually attack the Koko. Like I said, that is the object number one, is you have to do that. But I thought he was going to creep in with that Magikarp, and I was like, okay, I really don't want you coming and attacking me yet. So that's why I brought up my my Leafeon to make my opponent take or guard the entry point. So I decided to move a little bit closer, and the good thing that I actually noticed on this, like, while I'm playing this opponent, I noticed he has the Sceptile. I'm like, oh, this is perfect, because my Leafeon's a grass type Pokemon, and I know Leafeon can go through grass type Pokemon, so I was pretty happy with that. He attacks and he gets the good evolution. I'm just like, well, now we got to deal with this monster, right? Man, I miss my Carpdos. I miss him so bad. Like, I wish I still had him. But like I said, priority here is going after that Koko, but I'm just trying to save. So if I went over with my Gengar over my Malamar, he would have brought his Gengar or his Gyarados closer, and I would be in no threat of him. I wouldn't be able to surround him the following turn. So that's why I brought up the Inkay. So now I can freely move my Gengar, and now if my opponent wants to come down and attack my Malamar, I have some coverage, and I can surround him if he makes a mistake. I think he moves Zek down. I can't remember. Yeah, he overdrives, moves Zek down, which is fine. And now I'll take this opportunity. Like I said, we got to get rid of Koko. I know he's still gonna have an entry point, but we have to get rid of Koko. That way we can start putting Pokemon to sleep. And I totally forgot. I didn't even really emphasize my deck on how like I created it, but basically have the Gengar and the swap spot, because the plan is just to put things to sleep, swap with the Gengar, and have Gengar just hurdle over them and get the KO. That's basically it. And also the Darkrai. The Darkrai, I'm trying to wait for opportunities. I'm trying to wait for the opponent to have two Pokemon adjacent to each other, because then I'm pretty sure Darkrai, I think it's Darkrai, the attack Dark Void, it makes the Pokemon who are adjacent spin, and if they hit white, they're asleep. And then the one touching Darkrai gets KO'd while the other one stays asleep. So I'm looking for that opportunity there. But unfortunately, my opponent rolls the Storm. But the good thing is he gets his own Monoway. And now that my Darkrai is gone, this is a free opportunity for me to go challenge the Sceptile and threaten to take the entry point. And I don't think Hey Brew, I don't think he's too aware of it, because I'm pretty sure, what does he do? I think he advances with Zek again, or the Reshiram, I don't remember. I don't know. Oh yeah, he hurdle jumps me and takes my entry point. I'm like, that's fine, because I can take your entry point, and now you have to be forced to play defense. Like, he has I think he has the hurdle jump. No, he doesn't. Oh yeah, because he just used it. He's got the gold block, so I'm like, alright, now who are you going to gold block with? Best bet is probably Reshiram. Doesn't want to give it my entry points, which is fine. And I'm like, okay, so he's probably going to do Reshiram. And he does. And so now I'm like thinking, what do I want to do here? But you already know, like I said, priority is get rid of Koko. You have to get rid of Koko. So DC again, and I'm like, come on. He gets an attack, and I'm like, alright, that's fine, that's fine. Boom, we get a roll. Your boy Rico gets a roll. And we can finally get rid of this monster, Koko. And now I get to freely bring up Poliwag or Darkrai. So things are interesting here. So what I decided to do here is I brought up my Poliwag. I didn't attack him. I brought him up all the way primarily because I want his Zek to attack, or I was going to attack next turn, and he gets to fly, which is, I was like, okay, this is actually good, because I'm assuming he's going to take my entry point, and he does. And I'm like, okay, so now we can kind of set up for this around. And a level 10 Poliwag, that 2-star purple is pretty, it's like as big as Virizion, pretty much. Although Virizion is, it's like as big as Zap's Thunder Crash, and you know how that goes, right? But now my opponent really needs to make a decision, because he's got heavy white attackers. He goes with his Heatran, and boom! Your boy Poliwag puts him to sleep. And then I can finally get the surround with the Leafeon, who is the coolest Eevee evolution, by the way. I can't wait till we get more Eevee evolutions. Like, I want to see a Dragon Eevee, I want to see a Bug Eevee, a Ground. I don't really want to see a Rock Eevee, but I don't know. But yeah, your boy Rico gets a win with the sleep deck, and I want to be using it more, but I don't know if we can, because Koko's so, like, he's dominant in the game. He's prevalent in the meta. So yeah, sorry, like I said, sorry this video is really short. Tell me what you guys think about the cubes. Well, the cubes, the ingot, and the gold. Tell me what you think about this update that we're getting right now. Poor Bulu, right? Poor Bulu. And tell me what you guys want to see in the future for 5.0. Like, are we going to get hotels? Are we going to get a new board? Obviously, new banners, right? I'm so happy. I can't wait for the new banner. I can't wait for Tapu Fini. I can't wait for Poplio. I can't wait to run that Gen 7 starter deck. It's going to be fun. If Poplio does make the purples disappear, which, you know, we're all anticipating. But yeah, we're going to cut it there because your boy Rico's got to pack, because I got to leave tomorrow. So until then, ladies and gentlemen, I'll probably see you guys in about a week. I might vlog New York, but yeah, it's probably going to be about a week before you see Pokemon Duel video from yours truly. Till then, peace.